Hey guys, Mike here from MikeandBobfilms. Sorry about the long intro before I started talking, but this treasure trail is officially a piece of shit. Uh, Welcome to my child-friendly and curse word-free fucking show. Today we're gonna do another treasure trail. I think this is gonna be mission 11. I've been having a hell of a time with this particular one. I got the video about a week ago, and I've been trying to do audio for about 4 or 5 hours now. I've had to re-record this audio this is I think my 9th time, officially 9th time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like the video, even if it sucks. Please like the video. Make me feel warm and fuzzy inside for at least a half a second before I try to kill my computer again. So, welcome to Speed Treasure Trails. I hope you guys enjoy the show. I hope you guys continue to watch the series even after I kill people. So today I wanted to talk about gaming addictions. Well, I wanted to talk about it about 4 hours ago. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So, well, I'll talk about it again anyways. Hey, I hope you guys like it. So, enough whining. I'm sorry. I need to take my happy pills. So, I've realized I am officially addicted to RuneScape. Yeah, I know. I know it's a shocker. I know I feel it. I feel it here. Like I'm touching well, I'm touching myself somewhere. I feel it right here in that place. My heart, you know. Sorry, I'm just going insane. Okay, so I realized about a couple weeks ago that I've really kind of lost myself into RuneScape. And let me kind of explain where I'm coming from. You know, when you go somewhere to hang out, there's a place near me in town called Coffee Time, where the best chess players in the area, I almost said RuneScapians, but just the best chess players in the area go to play chess and drink coffee and have some sandwiches and just have a good time. You know, it's a great place, great atmosphere. It's open till like 3 in the morning. You know, it's just a fun place to go and hang out with friends. I feel the same way about RuneScape, like the Duel Arena or Pest Control or Castle Wars. You know, you go with a bunch of friends, you hop on Skype, you have a little chit chat, you have a good time, you know, for, you know, a couple hours, you know. And I feel that correlation between real life and the gaming world is kind of lost its separation for me. I feel. I mean, I'm not like the Asian kid in China, you know. Not that there's something wrong with that, but like the gold farmer kids, who are, you know, playing for 23 hours a day and sleeping for an hour and eating somewhere in that non-space in between, you know. I'm not that bad. You know, I have a girlfriend who I love so much. And I have, you know, Bob is, you know, an amazing friend, a great friend. You know, we do, like, basically, well, almost everything together. You know, we have all our hobbies are in line, like, we enjoy the same kind of things in school. We both like guitar. We both like, you know, RuneScape. I mean, there's just a lot of things that we do together that, you know. So I have a lot of, you know, I have Bob and I have a bunch of other friends as well that live close to me that, you know, I go hang out with, and, you know, I go to school, and so I'm not on RuneScape all the time. Like, even if I want to, I can't because I have other things I need to go do. So, but there's always that, like, that one off day where, you know, 12 hours in and you realized you haven't logged off RuneScape in, you know, all day. Like, you need to, like, shower and eat food now, you know? You have those moments where, like, I'll go and do some hardcore skilling. Like, I'll sit down and do, you know, 4 million XP, or, you know, I think I got like 3 mil XP one day in thieving, and just, like, crank that sucker out. And I need to, like, I realize I need to, like, separate myself more from my life in RuneScape and kind of realize, okay, it's another thing. It's a game, it's pixels, but it still means a whole bunch to me. Like, it means a lot. So it's hard to just, you know, wash my hands of it. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel kind of strange saying it, I guess. But so I wanted to talk about. I needed to talk about it eventually, and so I'll talk about it now. It's always been a dream of mine and Bob, I believe, to get a Santa hat. And I know if you guys watch my videos at all, I recently was able to purchase one. You know, me and Bob hunkered together and crammed all our money into, like, one big pool and decided, all right, let's go buy something. So we went out and bought a Santa hat finally after, like, 7 years. Like, it's been a 7-year dream where ever since I saw Sal from Ring One, he had a DBX, full rune, a Zami kite shield, a Santa hat. I mean, it just looked really cool. And so I used to try to save up money and try to, research and learn a whole bunch more about RuneScape, which has kind of started my obsession with research. But I would try to find a way to make money so I could make enough money to go buy a Santa hat. I would eventually get that money, and by the time I got there, Santa hats would have increased by 30 mil. It's just like, it was always one step ahead of me. It would have still been without Bob's help, and so getting it has been like a RuneScape life, a lifetime dream kind of to go get that eventually, So because I love doing things in RuneScape. Like, my favorite things involve a ton of research. Like Slayer, I get to go everywhere in RuneScape. I get to explore everything. So I really understand the world of RuneScape and know what's going on and understand the mechanics of it and how things work together and, efficiency. Like, RuneScape is basically like a game of efficiency. What can you do, and then how can you do it faster? And that's one of my favorite things to learn. That's why Bob and I are so equal in stats and money and stuff, is because he spends a lot of time, when he used to play a lot, he used to just crank out hours, and I would spend a lot of time researching and find a better way to do it, and then I would spend, half the time on it. But overall, we would spend the same amount of time, if not, about the same amount of time actually thinking about RuneScape, because he was actually playing the whole time. I would spend a lot of time researching and learning new things and trying new things out, and eventually when something worked, I would hammer out a bunch of hours and I would catch up, and that's basically how we've done things. And so that amount of research kind of solidifies RuneScape in my head. Like, I just think about it constantly, whether I'm doing it, whether I'm actually going to go play it or not. It's just there in my head, and it kind of, and that's where I think it becomes an addiction. It's hard to separate myself from RuneScape and what's life. I mean, I know, if you die in RuneScape, you don't die in real life. Like, I know it's just a pixel, it's just a game, but it means a lot to me. I think that's what I'm trying to get across, is that, like, when I lost, I got scammed for a Santa hat, and that's what I've been trying to say, is that I got scammed for it, and I knew where I was going was a place where people get scammed, and so I'm like, oh, okay, this is funny. I know this guy. He's probably going to try to scam me. I know him-ish. I wouldn't trust him with, like, 5 gold pieces, basically. I mean, I don't know him at all well enough for that. I mean, I'm definitely willing to trade out and help people out, but I don't give out handouts and stuff, so I'm wary of things like this. So I thought, oh, okay, whatever, I'll go, and it'll be funny. I'll wear my Santa hat, and I'll bring a prayer potion. I'll get prepared for it. And so I got all ready for it. It was it was a good laugh. I died a couple times, and then all of a sudden he pulled out something that I didn't know about. Like, there had been an update several days prior, and I hadn't had a chance to read the update. I was busy with school and other things, and I got out-researched, and that's frustrating on its own, that I got out-researched by somebody. That pisses me off more than the act of scamming. I got out-researched out of a Santa hat, and so I lost the Santa hat with this new thing that came out, and I didn't know about, and so it, like, hurt physically. Like, I was shaking, and I, at that moment I had to go, wait, there's something wrong here, because I know it's just a game, but it still meant that much to me, and it was that hard for me to just kind of wash my hands at me, like, all right, fine, we'll just start over. Here we go, So I think if I ever did get the money back, I would definitely go buy another Santa hat. If I got the mills up for it, I would totally just, throw a bunch of cash in, because I've wanted one for so long, and I did it. I worked hard. I spent a lot of time researching. I spent a lot of time playing, and you get good friends, and we did it together. Me and Bob did it together, and we actually got the goal, and it hurts to lose it that much, and I really had to go, okay, what's wrong here? And so I had to kind of look at what is RuneScape, because I've been playing for like 7 years, ever since RuneScape 2 came out, and you have to really kind of look at it and go, is this really the game I fell in love with 7 years ago? Because recently, with the botting problem being as bad as it is, I'll talk about that in the next video. Stay tuned for the next treasure trail, because that's a ton of information about botting is going to be thrown in that video. It's going to be awesome. So anyways, the botting problem is so bad at the time, and the community part of it had died. Like, there's so many, like, 10-year-olds playing RuneScape now, that didn't understand about RuneScape. It didn't care about doing anything. They just wanted the quick fix and the quick money, and they weren't interested in the storyline or experiencing the new things or exploring RuneScape. They just were like, I want money now. And then there's the hardcore skillers that kind of forgot what it's like to not know things. So there's no communication. There was just like stupidity going on basically in RuneScape, bots and stupidity. And I had to look at that and go, this is not the game that I used to love. I really miss the way RuneScape used to be, where you had to, like, before the Grand Exchange, you had to go to Falador or East Bank and be like, I need some iron ore, and some guy would trade you some iron ore. You had to talk to him, you had to exchange, you had to barter, you'd have a trade, and you would get your item. I mean, there was a community aspect to it, and that's where I think I experienced more of my getting addicted to RuneScape, where you really start to experience and live the life of your character, you have a goal, you want to get better at certain things. It's like wanting to get better at guitar, you want to train up some skills. It's just things that you do. So I really had to look at that a couple weeks ago and be like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And it's hard because of how much time I've spent and how much it means to me, my character and my account and my friends online, which is, I was trying to get that community thing back with YouTube, That's why I've been adding everybody that I get, that wants to add me. So, because I like talking to people, talking about things and talking about how they're doing. So, anyway, so let me know if you guys have ever had that kind of experience. So, all right, so we're at the loot. I should probably talk about that. Not the best loot, 100K-ish, I would say, if I had to guess. After seeing this 9 times, whatever. So, not too bad. It's still, that averages out to be like 400K an hour, because I did this in, 15-ish minutes. So, now, the H5 plate skirt, is actually worth about 10K less than the original normal plate skirt. So if you need cheap gear, buy the H series. For some reason, they're cheaper. So, like, favorite, subscribe. Let me know if you guys think. Peace out.